Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about one of those famous muscle cars, a Chevelle with a big block. Give you all the details in but a moment. Well, greetings and salutations from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we just got in a really remarkable 1966 Chevy Chevelle with a big block. Boy, I'll tell you what, you're going to want to watch this video from start to finish because we're going to give you all the details. We're going to do a cold start to hear how this baby sounds, and it sounds good. And you can also click on the link in the description and it'll take you right to our website and all the information on this car as well, plus have access to our over 100 classic cars and vehicles we currently have in inventory on the sales floor. Cars ranging from things in the 1920s all the way up into the 80s and beyond. So if you're looking for your first or your 100th classic collectible vehicle, odds are Ellingson Motorcars probably has it sitting right here on the sales floor. 1966, Chevrolet finally allowed, I guess if you will, allowed. I like that. The muscle car war was really in full steam ahead at that time. And so in the mid-years, they finally allowed you to have a big block. And of course, this one does have an upgraded 396, not necessarily the one that it came with, but it's a 396, some nice performance options on it as well. It does have headers, 4-barrel with an aluminum intake. You know, take a look at those engine pictures. Very, very nicely done. And someone did add one of the nicest extra things that you can do on these old cars. They put power steering when they got the car. I mean, I really am very convinced that the options help make the car, and that's probably one of the nice things for drivability. Not to mention the fact that it does have the rally wheels with radial tires. In 1966, didn't have radial tires, but I'll tell you what, today, this day and age, they are just really nice, a better ride, safer, just all the way around, a much better situation for people buying these old cars with the radial tires. No, you got a 396, and here's the thing that really makes this a good one for me. It's hooked up to a 4-speed manual transmission. What's a muscle car without a 4-speed transmission? I get it. I understand the automatic guys beat many of us 4-speed guys back in the day, but for me, for fun and drivability and just having memories or whatever, that 4-speed transmission can't be beat in the deal. Look at, I love the way you always pulled up next to somebody in the old days when you were down on Lake Street or out on the drag strip or you're out driving around. They're looking at your front fender to see what you have. Ooh, it's got the flags on there. Must be something to contend with. So if you were thinking of racing someone on the street, you always look there first. Not that people didn't sometimes cheat and put big ones on there and even had a small block or 6-cylinder, but always something to look at. I just love this color. Chateau Slate, basically it is really, really a beautiful color. And don't you just love the hood with the bumps on it, you know, it shows you that it's got some performance probably lurking underneath there as well. Like I said, mid-year, Chevrolet really hit a grand slam in my opinion with the changes that they did from the Chevelles. A lot of different things that are just a little more, just more streamlined, looks a little more performance orientated. And I just love the interior in this car. You know, we got the black bucket seats, a center console with the Hurst shifter. They got the aftermarket tachometer mounted right on the steering column. That's the way you could always look at it when you were doing your high-speed shifting, if you will. Looks like it has a padded dash, black carpet, really, really nice. And an extra set of gauges because a lot of these cars didn't have all the gauges. It's got some accessory gauges mounted underneath the dash. And it looks like an aftermarket AM/FM radio as well. You know, dual exhaust is probably a mandatory, and like I say, they've got it on this. Nice car, very clean underneath. It is one of those cars that you just get in, turn the key, and jump in and drive. Now you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and now even TikTok. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much. You'll get all the information on this car, our current inventory, and you will also have the opportunity to look at cars we've sold over the last few years as well. So if you got time to peruse those internet sites, if you're a car lover, not a bad thing to do. No, it's just one of those cars, just really, really nicely done. I mean, how much better can you get with a big block 4-speed? Really, really fun. Now, if you're like me, you're gonna say, you know, Scott, I really like your videos. It's fun to listen to online, look at all the details, but I want to come down and look in person. By all means, we'd love to have you come down. We are open to the public Monday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. So come on down and we'll let you look at it in person, touch it, feel it, and make sure that it's a real car. Yeah, it actually is. It is a real car. And it is sitting on our sales floor. You can also give me a call or give anyone here a call. We're more than happy to answer any questions at 763-428-7337, and we'll do our very best to answer any questions you have on any of our inventory. Now, if you say, well, I live in California, I live out of state, how do I get the car? We can also help with that as well. We're shipping cars all over the United States, for that matter, all over the world all the time, so we can help with that as well. Financing, another question many people ask all the time. We have several sources where you can reach out to people that are familiar with the collector car world. Many banks and whatnot don't understand what collector cars are, and it's 10 years or older, they don't want to help you, but we have several sources that are more than happy to work with you and give you different terms that work to your advantage. Well, if you're looking for your first muscle car, or maybe your 100th one, we have a really, really nice Chevelle that's sitting on the sales floor, big block, 4-speed car. What more could you ask for? Again, we thank you for watching, and remember our website is www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, and we will see you next time.